we're 2 minutes early.
Chairperson Davis,
Here?
Vice Chairperson Ezell,
Here.
Commissioner Lance,
Here.
Commissioner Sherrill,
Here.
Commissioner Souter.
Awesome. If we could review the minutes from October 11th. If there's any questions or changes needed? Yes. Oh, sorry, Alice.
Move the minutes be approved as written.
Second.
Motion and a second.
Vice Chairperson Ezell,
Yes.
Commissioner Lance,
Yes.
Commissioner Sherrill,
Yes.
Commissioner Souter, Chairperson Davis.
Yes. We could go ahead and stand and do our pledge, please. I pledge allegiance Thank you. Okay, do we have anybody here from the community with any questions or statements, concerns, comments? Anyone here? Okay, great. Ms. Torrey, do we want to go ahead and get started on 3714 Sullivan?
So I talked to Mr. Locklear on Monday to try to set up a inspection with him. He wasn't finished yet, so I did not do an inspection. I'm not sure how much further he had. I know he had a few more things to do, but he wanted to get it all finished before we went out and didn't waste each other's time. So I'll kind of let him speak on that end.
About probably 6 more boards to put up, and then put up about 3 boards today, at least half of it tomorrow. I don't have the metal yet for the roof.
When do you think you may be able to obtain the metal?
I've got a friend that's got some. I'm supposed to get it from him. I haven't talked to him in a couple of weeks, so I don't really know. Talk to him, but I wouldn't think more than
We've had it on here for a long time. I'm just trying to figure out, when we can be all wrapped up,
I
so
would
you don't
love-
have to spend your Wednesdays
I
here
would
with
love
us.
that more than anything.
Okay. Questions, recommendations?
Or is that all that's left to do?
To my knowledge, I know he still had some materials out just because he was moving stuff around with his tools, trying to get the rest of it finished. So I don't know if all that stuff's still out, just because I haven't been back yet to look at the fence nor that. So as long as that's been put away and there's no open storage, what you would consider open storage being anything that's not supposed to be outdoors, I'm okay with it. But like I said, I would want to look at it first, just because I know that there was some stuff at one time.
I make a motion, we pass this to the December 13th meeting. I hope that's the last time you
I
have to
do
come.
too. I do too.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Vice Chairperson Ezell, Commissioner Lance,
Yes.
Commissioner Sherrill,
Yes.
Commissioner Souter, Chairperson Davis.
Yes. Okay, we will see you guys on December 13th. Awesome, thank you. Okay, do we have anyone here from 5729 State Line Road? Okay. I know what's going on with 5729 State Line Road. So no one here from Tennessee Properties. Okay.
Have you talked to anybody?
So I did get on the Secretary of State's page to find the LLC, just because there's tons of liens pending and already on record for post for cleanup from over the summer, because we've had to maintain the grass for them because they failed to do so. I did find a second address for them, and I did get, like, certified green card back signed, if that's what you wanna call it. It says on file release. Not sure what that means, but that's what I got.
You said several liens. Yeah, several liens from different people,
No, they're from us. From us, yes, sir.
not outside people.
Well, not yet. From my knowledge, the contractor that was doing work on there is looking to place one because they have not paid him for the work that he has done on the property.
So, just reading over your report, we have no flooring, exposed wires. I mean, looking at the pictures, it's been demoed. I looked at the assessor's page, and the property was purchased in December of 2022. When were the permits taken out? Was it previous?
Honestly, to be honest, so they were working, I remember they were working on the house, probably around the first of this year, I would say. I
Okay.
went out and placed a stop work order because they didn't have proper permits, and then I never heard anything. So I just thought that they just stopped working. I didn't know what went on with it, and then I talked to our residential inspector because he said that he's been out there to do the mechanical inspections on it, but that's all that's been done. And then probably last week or the week before, that contractor retracted those permits that he had pulled because the owners, I'm assuming, or whoever was doing work on the property was doing work that was outside of that scope, but using his license, and they haven't paid him for the work that he's done. That's what we're told. So, I know that there's no foundation. I mean, you look at the pictures I gave you guys, like, you're down to dirt. It is unsecure in a sense. However, I have monitored it. There's nobody that's trying to get in there. I mean, there's nowhere to even stay because it's just your framework and dirt floor. But ultimately, with the liens that we've attached and then them retracting that permit, they're not showing any efforts to maintain the exterior of it. I haven't seen any of the interior done besides, like I said, the few mechanical inspections that he's had. And now there is no permit on file. And a stop work order has been placed recently again, but no one's reached out to me regarding the property. I don't know who to reach out to other than the second address I sent it to.
Who's the persons that own the LLC?
It says,
Looks like Tennessee One Property
Yeah.
LLC. It says it was formed in California.
Which could be a registering agent.
Their principal address is 25 Ridge Rock Drive. Is that the alternative? So we sent that. That's their,
I sent it to that one and then 1042 Sunset Drive, Signal Mountain.
which is the address on the tax records. Yeah, so we sent it to both there. And the registered agent is a Christina Spencer at the 25 Ridge Rock Drive. So we've done sufficient service with them.
So how much does the liens add up to be that they owe for those so far?
I can look it up while we've talking.
I know that I've written it up at least 6 or 7 times just this year, if not more. I want to say I've had to send the street department out.
Reason why I ask, depending on that amount, plus what it would cost to go ahead and level the house down, because looking at your pictures, I don't think that they can even get close to building that house back for even 70% of the value.
The residential
Code
inspector.
says you can't do.
Right. The residential inspector wanted a structural engineer's report, and they would never get that for him just because of no foundation. So I'm in agreement with you.
So I guess what I'm getting at though is if we did that, the liens would add up to more than what anybody would ever want to give for that property. So I personally think it'd probably be better for East Ridge if we maybe gave 30 more days to try to find and get some answers from the owner as to what they're gonna do before we do that. There's no sense in us having to lose a lot of money, if we don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
But we do need to, contact them somehow.
Did you say it was secure or unsecured?
It's It's weird. So the front door, it's open, but they've got like that top security latch that's got it secure. But like I said, ultimately going by there, making those rounds on State Line right there, I never see anybody over there. Still unsecure, but I don't see somebody trying to live in,
I go by there every day.
I saw it walk the property, it's not secure.
no, at all.
Not being secure, I mean, and I know we wouldn't have vagrants, but I'm thinking of children.
Exactly.
If that power is live, anything can happen.
The power is live,
Yeah,
at least to the top of the meter. It may
Yeah.
be shut off going in the home, but it's live to the meter.
especially with it getting cold. We just don't know. So what was sent to them? Was it a show cause or?
So I don't remember if you guys, or I don't know if you guys remember, but we kind of changed the notice to repair demo
Yes.
cleanup forms on the bottom. And instead of having the time to appeal after you guys made your decision, we changed it to where they needed to be present. That way we weren't having to push cases off for so long to get them in front of you, to make homeowners more responsible for their properties.
Had this for over a month potentially.
Yeah, ultimately, they got the same thing you guys got, so they got the repair, clean up, demolish form, plus all the pictures that I took that I sent you. And then on the bottom, it said for them to appear today. So ultimately, for next month, it would just be for a show cause to try to get them in to talk and see what their plans are before you guys take action. Just because they haven't necessarily had a lot of time to review, but also, I don't need to let it sit any longer than it has been.
You've already put the signs up condemned, is that correct?
I have not
You have
condemned
not.
it. I have not condemned it. This is just trying to get their attention to come forward to discuss what we're gonna do with it.
I'd like to make a motion to condemn it and have it boarded up
I agree.
and give you 30 days or till December 13th, next meeting, to have them, at least talk to them, find out what's going on, and have them appear here and tell us before we actually take action to level it.
Do you want-
Granted, like I said, looking at all these pictures, I'm not sure that that's not going to be his choice anyway, because of the amount of money it's going to take. But at least if he's here, he can pay to have it done instead of us putting our money on for it.
Are you wanting the windows boarded as well, or just those two doors?
I don't want to be able to get in it. And I guess that'll add to the lane or something.
How long have you been following this property?
For a year now, roughly, just because, like I said, they did start that, at first it was secure. Didn't know the issues on the inside. And then as this year's progressed, then that's whenever I saw the people out there working, hit the stop work order, and then apparently they have had permits, but still it's been in the same shape, even if they've had permits.
One of the pictures shows what I would consider new windows installed. Recently or?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Okay.
After I put that stop work order on there, I never saw anybody else over there.
Gotcha.
So I'm not sure when they went out to even conduct the work that they did.
Last known date that you roughly, when you saw workers out there?
Earlier this year, like way earlier this year. I would say maybe February, March is the last time I saw anybody out there. So I just thought they left it be. I didn't know that they did any more work until,
Somebody has started some new wiring, did they not have
Yeah.
a permit on that? No electrical permits?
It was the building contractor that contacted us about canceling his permit.
I understand.
Since there's a motion to condemn and board up, I would like to second that.
Great.
This is the first time it's come before us, so correct?
yes.
I'm just wondering if this isn't if it's gonna need to be raised for flood zone and,
I don't think it's in the flood
It's
zone. I'm
not.
pretty sure I checked over there. If it is, it might
It's
be.
not.
Yeah.
cause this is all the way down on State Line. Okay,
Down next to you.
okay.
If it was closer to like Springville, that
Not
would be
good.
questionable.
Yeah. I was just thinking of a,
Yeah.
no-brainer kind of
Yeah.
box there, but, okay.
Vice Chairperson Ezell,
Yes.
Commissioner Lance,
Yes.
Commissioner Cheryl,
Yes.
Commissioner Souter. Chairperson Davis.
Yes.
It shows here, at least, just the property taxes, the only ones outstanding on property taxes are the 2023. And so technically, they're not even due until March of next year, so. I've done a search on the. We did a certified, anything come back signed?
I got a green card back from the 25 Rock Ridge Drive, but on the signature it says on file release.
What?
I don't know, that's what it says.
No, I told you, well, what we'll do is the registered agent is an individual named Christina Spencer, S-P-E-N-C-E-R. And so we'll add that as another specific one. What we'll do is I'll also, once we get this order, I'll send it from our address as well, from our office address. Maybe we get some attention that way, so. I'll try
Awesome.
to see if I can research Christina Spencer.
I'm sorry, what was the second address that you have?
The address on the property card is listed for 1042 Sunset Drive on Signal Mountain.
Got that one, what was the second?
Second one is 25 Rock Ridge Drive,
Rock Ridge.
or Ridge Rock, sorry. Ridge Rock Drive, Signal Mountain.
I was looking, they have a ton of properties in Chattanooga. They have several.
I do?
Well, on the tax
Tennessee-
assessor,
Tennessee one, okay.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, let me look on here and see.
like 2 pages worth.
Oh, wow, 50 parcels.
That's the only one in each group.
Mm-mm,
Is
I saw another one.
that right?
Connell Street, 5336 Connell. Same. It's because we had that one on Connell that, we had to take down that the guy sold. Mm-hmm.
Yes, there are several.
There's St. Mark's.
2, 3, 4, 5. Give or take between 5 and 6. That's probably not bad.
Okay. Well, we'll check them out.
What the signature? Okay.
Signature on file.
On file release.
Okay.
Like they get so many of these, they just mark it and send it and don't even respond.
Or if it's an office that they get a lot at, they just scan it.
Which explains the property taxes are paid, they just pay them all. Nobody's minding the shop, really.
True,
What I'm
true.
trying to do is see if there was like, here's a, I found a California address, I'm gonna try that one as well. So what I did is just clicked on some of the properties that they own throughout the city, and here's the property one, the Canal Street
Mm-hmm.
has a 103 Sirius Circle in Thousand Oaks, California. So I'll send you this on email, but we'll
Okay,
we'll
awesome.
add that one as well, and see if we can't get contact that way.
They have one on Prater as well. They just bought.
On Prater.
Yeah, what's on Prater?
1610 Prater Road. And that was purchased in June of this year. So they've been doing a lot.
Not finding the, Prater Road. What's the, do you have the
1610.
1610
Mm-hmm.
Prater, P-R-A-T-E-R?
Yes, sir.
I have an owner of that is Thomas Hefner. Now, it's possible GIS hasn't caught up to it.
Now, this is on the assessor, so I don't know how.
It takes a while.
Oh, okay, no, the property card is current, yes, so it's there.
So I have the book page and
Yeah, June 9th, yeah.
Yep.
And that's got a 1042 Sunset Drive. So,
Did you say the leasing agent, or the agent was Christina?
Christina Spencer.
Christina Spencer,
Right, that's who's listed at Sunset Drive.
as the owner, at that land.
Lance and Christina Spencer.
Okay,
All right.
awesome. We'll find out.
That's a good detective work.
Okay.
What I'll, Ms. Holder, I'll send you this Thousand Oak address as well.
Looking to see if I had anything on Prater Road, because it sounded familiar, but we just have a yard sale permit in from.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll get together after we get the order signed, and then let's get together the next day so we can get that letter.
Awesome. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so 201 East Street, update. We're closed.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes, so, when we were here last month, I didn't have an update. You guys gave me 10 days to get with them, get it all figured out. I got with them within the next 2 days, I think. It was already taken care of before. It was miscommunication on their end and my end. They thought I was supposed to be there, and I said, no, you're supposed to be here. So everything's good. All the appliances work. The second bedroom where the egress was blocked, it's open, it's free. There's not anything crazy going on. So Holloway, when he was here, because I met with him after I went there, he went ahead and already drafted the order of dismissal. So I guess it's more or less for us to verbally say that it can be dismissed.
Okay. Do you have permission?
Motion to close the case 201 East Street.
Second.
Vice Chairperson Ezell? Commissioner Lance?
Yes.
Commissioner Sherrill?
Yes.
Commissioner Souter? Chairperson Davis?
Yes. Okay. Do we have anyone here from 1029 South Seminole Drive? That's the next one on our list. No one here? Okay. Ms. Tori, you want to give us an update on?
So I did go place the condemnation placard. I promise, it's on there. I did contact the property owner that's on record is her husband, and he is no longer here. So I talked to her, the lady, I think her name's Betty. Don't hold me to that. I'm pretty sure that's what her name. I have it in my notes up there. And I explained to her that you're supposed to be here for Housing Commission. You know, nobody can be in the house. She's aware. Nobody's in that house. They did get everything moved out. And it has been all hauled away, and I told her that no one can stay in there until you get proper permits pulled to get the house up to code. She said that she is doing the best that she can. She's older. Financially, she's trying to figure out how to swing it and make things work. I have not saw any permits come through yet to do any work, but also to my knowledge, there's been no activity of anybody in there either.
But there has been some activity to clean up the yard and.
Yeah, yes, sir, yes, sir. That's all been taken care of. They actually, got with a gentleman that we know that has dumpster rentals and stuff, and he kind of worked it out with her to get one over there to get all that stuff hauled away, and she had people come help load it, so that's been taken care of. Just the interior of the house, work-wise, has not begun yet.
But her plans are to fix it.
That's what she says.
And live there or rent it out?
She was renting it, so I'm gonna assume rent it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
However, that, like I told you guys when I first brought it, the flooring system is completely shot. So I really don't know how much it's gonna be, A, to fix it, but B, how bad it truly is without having all that ripped up to see if it's all the way down. I don't know, because like I said, the floor system should not shift away from your structure like that, and that's what it's doing.
Should have a structural engineer.
I would say I would feel more comfortable before going any further, which I can request that. or we can put it in the order to request. And if need be, I can always go and, have EPB pull the meter if we wanna do that. That way we know nobody can live there for sure. That's always an option as well. I just need to contact them tomorrow and have them go out and pull it.
So all the debris and everything around the outside has been cleaned up. Now we're just worried about the inside, the structural integrity. And it is boarded up? I'm so sorry to,
Not boarded up, but it's secure,
it is
to
secure?
my knowledge,
Okay.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then she was unable to make it tonight? Or,
I'll let
yeah,
her
should I?
know. I know that I did get another certified green card back from her, showing that I, was able to get satisfied service of this past previous housing commission order. I know it says on there when to be, where to be, so. And I even told her when I talked to her on the phone that she needed to be here at the next one.
Well, I guess the steps would be for her to hire a general contractor and then a structural engineer, right?
Mm-hmm.
He would have to pull proper permits and then start with the structural.
Correct.
There's not getting any cooperation.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm stuck. Even though I've had that communication, until she makes that initiative to pull those permits, we can take steps to prevent people from being in there, et cetera, but ultimately, I can't force her to pull it.
Okay.
You know if
So what
there's
do
any
we wanna
heat,
do?
HVAC running it, you wouldn't know that, would you?
I have no idea. When I went in there, I'm pretty sure it was still summertime. It was super hot. There was a dead dog,
I was just
so,
concerned if you pull the power and it gets cold and freezes, and then we got a larger issue.
yeah. Which, like I said, to my knowledge, I don't see anybody being in there. I can try. I don't know. Tennessee American's a little bit more difficult than EPB, but
So real quick, I just wanna check really quick, cause I wanted to refresh on the pictures on the inside, what else? I mean, if no one's living there, but still, that's not good for the neighbors if it's just gonna sit and dwindle down and, you know.
I haven't had complaints on it. Like I said, the only reason why I knew about this house was from the fire department and then animal control. The neighbors never call or complain or say anything, to my knowledge, not to us anyways.
And what was the call from fire department?
Fire department, the first time, the tenants that were in there, they went out for medical, and they contacted us to let us know that the floor system was gone and that the house was extremely nasty, unfit for human habitation. It's difficult after they've already left, because 9 times out of 10, people aren't gonna let me back through. And when I try to get the warrant to go in, the admin warrant to go in, it's difficult for me to present that to Judge Cox because she wants a lot of stuff to back that. So then when animal control had to go out there for the dog, I knew that that was a house that has been brought up to me, so I went with them because we had access at that time.
Got you. Okay. So we don't know if the inside's been cleaned out or not, just the outside?
With all the stuff that they had out in the driveway, I'm assuming that they did clean out the inside. I just don't know what it currently looks like right now, which they would have to do that anyways, so, yeah.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, the ceiling's completely open. Okay. Okay with it being condemned. Mhm. So currently, we do have the condemnation order in effect. Okay. Suggestions?
What can we do to get her?
I don't know, I hate prolonging these things.
I know.
After the years I've been on this board, we've got people that'll sit and drag us out for a year, 2 years. We just don't need to do that anymore.
Well, that and a lot can happen just overnight.
I'm not opposed, we go ahead and, pass it for another month and try to give her one more opportunity to show up. And really need to know who her contractor is and what the plans are.
I asked the plans, because at first she stated, oh, I have lots of friends that are gonna help me get the work done. I said, let me stop you there. No, I don't think so. And she also tried to tell me that it was a big feud between the tenant that was in there and then her. And she said that, the tenants are the ones that did this. I said, I don't think a floor system just goes like that after a couple months of having tenants. Like, this has just been years of you neglecting the property, not maintenance in it. And she said that she had a lot of friends that were gonna help, and I said, no, ma'am, you need some contractors that have license to do this work. Okay. And when I even talked to her the second time after I figured out a phone number for her, she was like, I know, I've got to get proper permits pulled. I said, correct, by licensed contractors, not just your friends that, can help. I get that, but you've got to get the proper things in line. So she was very receptive of it and repeated it back, but here we are, and she's not here, so.
Okay.
Is this the one that there was a second property
Behind it,
behind it?
yes, ma'am. Because I think theirs is 10 South Seminole.
I'm trying to pull her up on the property card. I'm gonna have to clear it to do it.
What do you think? And that's the nicest I can be, is give them 30 days.
I know, that's about it.
After, I'm running out.
Get her in here.
Yeah.
Chance to get in here.
So in December, what will we do?
If she don't show up,
Correct. Now I can vote for it.
I think the hard thing about this is it's not really an imminent danger to everybody, and it's just sitting and the inside of it is in disrepair. But if she doesn't take care of the inside, then the outside's gonna get bad, and then it's gonna cause issues with the neighbors, pest, everything else.
You know for a fact that the dead dog's gone, or do you not? You don't know?
Oh, it is. Animal
Okay.
services, so that's a whole nother issue. They
Okay.
started a criminal case on that one for animal neglect. But I was gonna say, when we get this order out, I can also go post a big notice if need be on the structure, like you need to appear on December
I
13th.
think that would be good, yeah.
That way, at least it's more visible. So if you're not gonna listen to me when I talk to you on the phone, or if you're not gonna look at the order we send, you see it.
So, on here, it says it belongs to Charles T. Meadows.
Correct.
But really Betty?
Yes, that's his wife.
Do they not own any other property? Where's she live?
She lives in the house behind with him.
Oh, it's,
Not with him anymore, but
because it just shows one
owner. I was
on
questioning
the
that
whole
too.
property, so these are separate house,
Mhm.
You drive up the
Parcels,
driveway,
yeah.
You drive around it. It's up to you.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I tried going over there and I couldn't find it, I got lost.
by yourself either.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I went a roundabout.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was on the wrong place.
Kinda sketchy.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, because it says square footage, 2,028 square feet, that's gotta be two separate.
So do we have a motion on the floor?
we're fixing to, I was waiting to see if anybody else had anything to say. Make a motion, we pass this to the December 13th meeting, and the owner needs to appear.
Second.
Okay.
Vice Chairperson Ezell? Commissioner Lance?
Yes.
Commissioner Sherrill?
Yes.
Commissioner Souter? Chairperson Davis?
Yes. Okay. Do we have anything else tonight? Any questions, concerns, comments? Anybody? Okay, if that's it, we can adjourn. So, thank you. And we'll
Thank
be
you.
back on December 13th. Yay! Happy Thanksgiving.
Y'all as well.